Hello everyone, and welcome back to Nocturnal Mysteries. Today we're diving into a chilling legend that haunts the frozen forests and dark corners of the human psyche, the Wendigo. Prepare to bundle up, because this one's going to send shivers down your spine. So, what exactly is a Wendigo? Simply put, it's a creature of Algonquian folklore, specifically from tribes like the Ojibwe, Cree, and Algonquin peoples of the northern forests of the United States and Canada. But the details get pretty gruesome. The Wendigo is generally described as a gaunt, skeletal figure, often towering in height. Think emaciated humanoid with glowing eyes, long, sharp claws, and a horrifying, almost animalistic visage. Sometimes it's depicted with antlers or a stag's head, further emphasizing its connection to the wilderness. But that's just the image. The legend gets really dark when we talk about what motivates this creature. The Wendigo is primarily associated with winter, famine, and most disturbingly, cannibalism. The lore says that it is born from a person who, driven by desperation, resorts to eating human flesh to survive. By consuming human flesh, the individual is overtaken by a supernatural force, transforming them into the monstrous Wendigo. Now, is the Wendigo evil? That's a complicated question. It's not like a cartoon villain. It's more of a personification of survival gone wrong, a cautionary tale about the dangers of succumbing to the darkest impulses. The Wendigo is almost always considered hostile. It's driven by an insatiable hunger, a constant craving for human flesh that can never be satisfied. Some stories say it can mimic human voices to lure victims, while others say it induces feelings of loneliness and despair, driving people to isolation and desperation. It isn't motivated by malice or hatred. It's driven by primal hunger and the echoing guilt of its origins. It is a dark spiritual warning of the dangers that humanity can face when lost in the wilderness and within themselves. Okay, so we know the legend. But are there any real-life accounts? Are there people who believe they've actually encountered a Wendigo? The answer is a resounding yes, and some stories are incredibly unsettling. One such story is that of Swift Runner. Swift Runner was a Cree trapper who lived in Alberta, Canada, in the late 1870s. During one particularly harsh winter, he and his family found themselves stranded and dangerously low on supplies. According to accounts, he was advised by his family to seek assistance from a nearby trading post, but he did not heed the advice. Instead, he butchered and consumed his wife and 5 children. When he returned to civilization, he confessed to his horrific act. What's particularly chilling is that some accounts claim Swift Runner displayed an unnatural strength and hunger, and that he spoke of being influenced by a powerful, malevolent force. While not explicitly labeled as a Wendigo transformation during the initial trial, many people now see this as a real-life example of how a person can be consumed by desperation and give in to the darkest parts of human nature. This story and others like it highlight the fine line between understandable actions under extreme duress and the supernatural transformation into a terrifying monster. So, what are the possible explanations for the Wendigo legend? Let's look at a few. Psychosis, mental illness. The extreme conditions of the northern winters, coupled with isolation and starvation, can trigger severe mental breakdowns. Someone suffering from psychosis might exhibit cannibalistic urges or behaviors that could be interpreted as supernatural. Starvation psychosis. This specifically addresses the psychological impact of extreme hunger. Prolonged starvation can lead to hallucinations, delusions, and altered mental states, potentially explaining accounts of people acting in ways that seem inhuman or possessed. Control mechanism. The Wendigo legend could have served as a powerful control mechanism against cannibalism, warning people of the dire consequences, both spiritual and social, of resorting to such acts. In this way, it's a way of keeping people from giving in to that urge. Misidentified animals. It's possible that some Wendigo sightings might be misidentified animals seen in poor conditions, or a case of people in a near-starving state. Supernatural explanation. Of course, there's always the possibility that something truly unexplained exists in the remote wilderness, a creature that is driven by hunger. Whether you believe in the literal existence of the Wendigo or see it as a powerful metaphor for the darkness within us all, there's no denying the enduring power of this chilling legend. It's a story that reminds us of the importance of community, the dangers of isolation, and the terrifying potential of desperation. Thanks for watching. What do you think about the Wendigo? Let me know in the comments below. And don't forget to like and subscribe for more explorations of the strange and spooky. Stay safe out there, and don't wander too far into the woods, especially in winter.